So the Fort Bend History Association is the Fort Bend Museum in Richmond and the George Ranch Historical Park and the DeWalt Heritage Center out in Missouri City. All of our sites open to some extent starting in June. We're now open 3 days a week at the Fort Bend Museum and at the George Ranch Historical Park. And the DeWalt Heritage Center is trying to do some events every few months just to keep people aware of what's going on. But it really has been a challenge to both be open to the public and yet giving people enough space to socially distance and not cause any concern for safety in any way. So the museum's been open Thursday through Saturday. We have house tours. The gallery right now is not open because we're in the middle of a renovation. That's due to open in May of 2021. We're just breaking ground this week, so that's very exciting for us. We finished our capital campaign, have raised the money that we need, and the museum's going to open in May with a brand new exhibit and a new addition to that space as well. So in the meantime, the gallery is closed, but the houses are open for tours, both the Longsmith Cottage and the Moore Home, the 1883 Moore Home. In December, we'll have the candlelight tours, which are sponsored by the Fort Bend Museum docents, and those tours are going to be in the evenings, 3 days a week for a couple of weeks. So our main focus is history education, and we focus for school students on Texas history. So for the Fort Bend Connection in September, our theme was Texas exploration, native landscape, native peoples. We had a podcast. We had 3 or 4 or 5 videos. All of that's posted on our websites. And then there's some downloadable worksheets that people can be doing with their kids that just reinforce those lessons as well. I think going into the new year, it's certainly a challenge to try and budget for the museum for a new year. It's a challenge to think about what is our staff going to be doing. We're not really sure when public schools are going to come back to take field trips, and that's one of our biggest activities at all of our sites is school education. So in the meantime, we'll be working on the renovation of the museum. Like I said, that will open in May. This fall, we did what we called the Sunset Series, which was music on the Moore Home grounds. Plan for that to come back in the spring. We think that'll be exciting again. We'll be continuing this emphasis on social media. I think it was a huge shift for us, but I don't think it was a bad shift. I think that it's been good to get more information out to people in the places where they are. We're reaching people that don't even live anywhere near here with Texas history, and I think that's really important. So we're looking forward to that, continuing that emphasis, even as we do open up a little more fully next year as we're able to. I just want to thank all of our members of the Fort Bend History Association for being faithful to support us during this time, both with their encouragement and their funding. Thanks to all the people that helped us with the Fort Bend Museum renovation. That was a project we called History Rising. We were raising $2 million during a time when everything was shutting down, and yet we were able to make that happen. So we're very grateful to the community for supporting that. We've also been working toward an exhibit about this COVID experience. Please go to our website and share your story about what this has been like for you, because that's a part of our history as well. And as the County Museum, we want to make sure we capture that history and tell your story.